Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Rapid City Police say an incident in the northeast part of the city came to a safe end yesterday. Authorities say an officer tried to make contact with a man in the area of Milwaukee and East Monroe Street. The officer saw a gun in his hand as he ran away. Other units arrived in the area to help. A short time later, officials found the weapon and learned that it was a BB gun. The man was then found in the 600 block of Herman Street and arrested. A correctional officer in Springfield is charged with making a terroristic threat and domestic assault. According to court papers, Christopher Taylor talked about burning down someone's house with kids inside. The document says he also made comments about shooting schools and going, quote, Sandy Hook in the briefing room at the Mike Durfee State Prison. In a separate case, authorities say Taylor yelled at a mother and child after the boy stayed home from school because he was sick. Court papers say Taylor would also punch holes in walls. A Tabor man has been ordered to spend 60 days in jail for providing the marijuana in brownies his mother unknowingly served to senior citizens. 46-year-old Michael Coranda had earlier pleaded guilty to a felony drug charge. Along with the jail time, a judge also sentenced him to 2 years of probation and ordered him to pay more than $3,400 in court costs and restitution. Coranda must also write an apology letter to the seniors who ate the marijuana brownies. Now let's send it over to meteorologist Scott Munn for a check of our weather. A warm day for St. Patrick's Day. Scott.
Temperatures will be above average again today. Maybe not quite as warm as the numbers we had yesterday, but still hitting the 50s. A couple of us may hit the lower 60s today. We'll go with thicker clouds in eastern and southeastern KELOLAND. For the most part, I'd say mostly dry. There may be an isolated sprinkler or two northeastern Nebraska and the northwestern Iowa. Otherwise, expect temperatures probably in the 50s for today. High of 54 in Sioux Falls. Let that north wind 10 to 15 miles per hour. Our forecast into Aberdeen, the skies become mostly sunny. It's for a high of 56. Northwest winds of 10 to 20. In central South Dakota, 57 in Pierre today. Northwest winds coming in around 10 to 20 miles per hour. And western South Dakota, we'll have numbers in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. Now, these temperatures will warm as we do go through the weekend. Details on that coming up with Brian in a couple of minutes.
Thank you, Scott. One Nebraska college student is showing the world that every small town has something to offer.
Seth Varner attends University of Nebraska, Omaha. He's traveling to all 310 incorporated communities in South Dakota and documenting his adventures. He enjoys getting to meet the locals in every town and share their stories.
Everyone's really passionate about their town, so it's kind of cool to see that community pride in these little towns of 500-600 people, sometimes 10 people, depending on where you're at. Everyone's just like in love with their town, so it's kind of cool to see that and be a part of it for an hour or so.
He's sharing updates on all of his travels on his Facebook page and will later combine all of his photos and notes into a travel book. A Northwest Iowa company says one of its employees made a once-in-a-lifetime discovery almost 2 weeks ago. DGR Engineering says Justin Blauette was working at a construction site owned by Northwest Iowa Community College when he found a woolly mammoth tooth laying on the ground. It was dug up during excavation.
The company reached out to a University of Iowa professor to confirm that the tooth was real. It weighs just over 11 pounds. The tooth will be stored at the Sheldon Prairie Museum. The USD women's basketball team is back in the NCAA tournament for the 4th consecutive season. Wednesday, the Coyotes arrived in Waco, Texas in preparation for their first-round game. Players received their swag bag gifts from the university on Wednesday night, and now they're preparing for practice later today.
The Coyotes will take to the court at 3 o'clock in practicing for Friday's game. This year's tournament will look a little more normal as the last 2 years were affected by the pandemic.
The bubble was really cool last year, but it's a lot of fun and being able to be around our boosters and have our band come and Spirit Squad. It's nice to be and celebrate with other people that want to come with us.
USD plays Ole Miss on Friday at 12:30. KELOLAND's Grant Sweeter is with the team in Texas, and he'll bring you updates with the Coyotes throughout the day today and tomorrow.
But first, the SDSU men will take on Providence today at 11:40 Central Time in Buffalo, New York. KELOLAND Sports Director Sean Bauer is there and will have full coverage of the Jackrabbits matchup with the Friars.
If you have to work during the action, follow along with our live blog right here on KELOLAND.com.
And due to the NCAA tournament, there will be a few programming changes. Midday in KELOLAND today and tomorrow will air solely on KELO Extra. While
KELOLAND News at 6 will air at 5:30 p.m. Central Time both days. It will re-air at 6 p.m. on KELO Extra.
That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, weather it is. We're looking at a storm system today and tomorrow moving to our south. You can see the starting point of that. Colorado snow today into western Nebraska. We've been teased by just a little of this in the far southwest this morning, but see how the next 12 to 24 hours we kind of set up a ribbon of rain, probably up to maybe as far north as Omaha and into central Iowa. I kind of think right now, though, the points here as we talk about the extended forecast, mild for the weekend. In fact, not just here, but much of the plains. We're going to be seeing temperatures above the averages for this time of the year. I do think on Sunday we've got a shot at 70 or better in many locations, including Sioux Falls. But take a look at this next storm system. Now, this is coming in from the southwest. We got a big low there coming out of West Texas into southeast Colorado. Looks like heavy snow in the mountains of Colorado and rain coming up through much of the plains there. So that's a big deal. If we can end up getting that, obviously there will be some moisture implications there. Some of it will reach into KELOLAND next week. That is now showing a little better signal too. So keep watching the weather. Hopefully we'll pick up some moisture because we could use that as talking points on the drought continue, especially for the west and central. Here are the highs today: 54 Sioux Falls, 57 in Mitchell. Your 7-day forecast, we're looking at highs near 70 by Sunday. And then, well, temperatures dropping next week as we anticipate rain chances increasing, especially Tuesday into Wednesday. The numbers in the northeast about the same here. We'll start in the 50s the next 2 days, and then Saturday we're close to 60, and then maybe near 70 on Sunday in Aberdeen. Then it's off to some rain chances after that, and we'll watch that for Pierre as well. You notice the percentages aren't quite as high for Pierre, but we're still keeping an eye on that storm track. There's plenty of time to watch that. And the suggestions right now, Rapid City, too, will be getting brushed by some of that moisture coming out of Colorado. So keep an eye on those things, as we do, too, here in the Storm Center. More coverage with our weather update right now at KELOLAND.com.